All right, couple games left. Tennessee and Alabama. We've got Alabama 8.5-point home favorites, 58.5 the total in this game. This one's real tricky because feels like a lot to be laying with Alabama, a team that hasn't always been able to win games comfortably this year. You look at their big games on their schedule. Georgia 3-point win, Missouri 3-point win last week. Now they did win and cover against Vandy 30-14, but that's really the one game against a really good opponent where they've won by margin. Everything else been by 3. And Tennessee's not going to be easy with obviously what this passing attack can do with Joey Aguilar and company against Alabama. When you look at the Alabama defense, obviously the strength of Tennessee is the passing game. They're not as good running it. But Alabama's secondary has been exceptional. So very interesting dynamic here where like the numbers for the secondary of Alabama are terrific. Like they have really clamped down on the passing attacks that they have faced so far. So if, they have that kind of success here against Joey Aguilar, I do get worried just a little bit about
Tennessee can run it though.
Yeah, they can. They can run it a little bit. I think they've been even better throwing it. But like I said, Alabama's defense certainly now compared to where it was early in the season when they had that awful first game against Florida State, they have improved quite a bit on the defensive side of the football. And Ty Simpson in the offense has been pretty solid overall. Now keep an eye on a couple of things. Jam Miller for Alabama, his status. Obviously, he's been dealing with injury here going into this game. We'll see if he's able to suit up for them in this one. And also Ryan Williams, the tremendous, one of the best receivers in the country. He basically wasn't 100% healthy against Missouri, and that's why he didn't see as many targets, see as many reps on the field. It would be nice if they had him a little bit healthier this week for this game against Tennessee. So this is a tricky game when you look at it overall. Alabama at home, it's a night game as well at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You look at the head-to-head, this is a revenge game for Alabama. They've lost in Knoxville on Rocky Top last year, 24-17 to the Volunteers. And 2 years ago, they won 34-20 here at home. So it's a circled spot for Bama, kind of like the revenge tour. With Vanderbilt, they checked that off the box. They checked that box. The Vanderbilt revenge game. Now this is the Tennessee revenge game. So I don't know if I want to step in front of Alabama, but with the injury situation, not always winning comfortably, I don't know if I'm rushing to lay 8.5 with them either. C-Mac, what do you think here? Tennessee, Bama, a good one in the SEC Saturday night.
Yeah, with keep an eye on that. And the secondary, that's what's been big for Bama, how well they played the defense too. But I think Tennessee will be able to run it. You know what? It's in this game, Tennessee covers, I got to think it goes over. That's the style of game they want. We saw it earlier with Georgia. Kind of a game that's like that. If they don't, Bama will win and could even cover because there's this defense. But nobody's really stopped Tennessee. So even though this is circled Bama and it's at home, that's another thing here at night. And they got through, at Georgia, this gauntlet, revenge versus Vandy. And then Vandy should have had more points. I had the under in that game. Definitely should have more points. We talked about that. And then go to Missouri and win there. So, yeah, I kind of lean Tennessee. The thing is, their defense is not great, Tennessee. We've seen it. We saw the last few weeks. We saw, that's why I was on Arkansas. They didn't cover that 9. That number dropped all week, too. 13.5 down to 10. So, that's the one thing here. But I think their offense can hang here a little bit with Alabama. I think they got to run the football. So this is a wait for me. I'm leaning Tennessee here, but I got to wait.
All right. You lean to Tennessee. We'll wait. Yeah.
Because Bama games, I want the under quick, for them after seeing this defense. But I don't know how this game shakes out, really. I kind of got to dig in and look at it a little bit more.